Correct.
I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
Jimmy G and Shanahan, when they start hating each other, and why didn't you tell us about this? Because this would change maybe how we view everything.
Yeah.
I don't think they hate each other.
Okay. Dislike each
What's
other.
the problem?
Yeah, there's some.
What's the issue?
Well, I think we all know from outside looking in what it could be if you're Jimmy G.
Too handsome?
Too handsome, yeah.
Shanahan. He's jealous of him.
Me and AJ are on the same page.
I mean, I'm
That's
sure Jimmy G
fantastic.
thinks that at some point. Maybe Shanahan's jealous of how fucking ridiculously handsome
I mean, it must be hard to every day you're like
Jimmy G.
And everyone knows like you are handsome.
Yeah, very handsome. It's tough. I
must
told
be
Jesse
hard.
Palmer that, but that's not what I'm talking
handsome
about.
man.
I'm talking about whenever he was practicing on a different field, whenever they felt obligated to go up to number 3 overall to draft somebody to replace him.
Yep.
Like all the things that potentially Aaron Jordan Love, everybody was talking about, happened with the Niners, and then, we're fucked. We need Jimmy G back all of a sudden. He plays great football. I thought it was like bygones be bygones. Jimmy was handling this better than any human in history because any of us who have a soul, emotions, egos, pride, anything at all, which every professional football player has, would be very tough to get through it. Was that just something that they both just kind of squashed and got through?
Yeah.
Did we know that that was taking place while it was happening, or did they handle it so well we couldn't have expected that natural humans probably going to have a little bitterness towards each other because of what took place?
I mean, they handled it incredibly well, and I still cannot believe, like you were saying, like he's practicing on the rehab field, and we're all kind of watching him like throw with and the real teams over there, and like
Weird.
It was all weird. It was and like where like media would kind of walk by and just kind of like nod.
And he was
like,
getting blamed. Well, you didn't ruin your shoulder. We would have been able to trade you.
yeah.
Like it was like that narrative was being tossed out there. It
On
was
the other
weird.
hand, they drafted his replacement and anointed him before he did anything wrong. And so like I don't know that he doesn't like them, but it is time to move on. And I think for them it's like you have Trey Lance, who we don't know what he is. We have Brock Purdy.
Doing full surgery, right?
Surgery, yes. Thinking going into surgery is 6 months. If it is not 6 months, then you have to say, like, what other...
That's a quick recovery.
How do you...
Yeah,
Tommy
is he
John.
having Tommy John?
It's not Tommy John,
Okay.
though.
Okay.
There's, like,
so
different...
it's not full surgery.
It is a full surgery to repair the torn UCL, but it's not...
Replacing.
Is it like Ben's surgery?
They don't have to take another ligament from somewhere else and put it in.
Right, and there are different ways to do it. Like, now they have a thing where... this is, like, not my area, but you can put it
You do a lot
internal
of that.
brace... I do.
Or cadaver,
Pretend.
too.
You could put an internal brace in there on the new UCL and quicken the recovery, which pitchers do and other quarterbacks have done. So you could do that. And, so basically it would be 3 months you can throw, 3 months, and then the next 3 months you're good. If that's the case, I believe they're good. They stick with Purdy, and that's just the end. Jimmy goes
Oh, so
one
they're
of
doing
many
this, the
places.
expedited one.
Yes.
That's smart, I think, because we have no idea what Purdy's career is.
Has it happened yet?
Yeah.
It has not happened yet.
Where are they waiting for?
I don't know.
Do it.
Sometimes.
Yeah, what?
Well, no. Sometimes.
Is
yeah,
it
it has
like
not happened
LASIK
yet.
where it has to
Swelling's
recover?
got to go
Swelling,
down sometimes.
Yeah,
ACLs
or
do.
prehab, where like you
Strengthen everything
strengthen
else,
it kind of around. So like, I think that's what's
Rehab sucks, dude. He's going to have to teach his
never
arm to
heard
be
of
an arm
rehab.
again.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Congrats to Brock Purdy getting that surgery. Hopefully it goes well. Come on, Brock.
Good luck,
Hey,
Brock.
Brock.
Good luck to Derek Carr down in New Orleans today. Hope all parties are happy with what they got. Connor has a question for you, Rep.
Yeah, just to follow up with Jimmy G. Do teams have him as their number one target in the offseason? Like, are the Raiders and the Jets, are they, after Rodgers, is Jimmy G the next guy?
I mean, I think probably Carr goes first, just timing-wise, because I think that'll – if he's free before everyone else, my guess is he'll be signed before free agency. Like, that's an amazing advantage. Jimmy G is thought – people like Jimmy G. They think very highly of him. It'll be somewhat expensive. You're probably looking at 25, 30. So, like, real contract. So, if you sign him, you're like, this is our starter for 2 or 3 years maybe, right?
Yeah.
I think he is
don't worry. That's not real.
That's real.
Phil Rivers was our quarterback
Yeah,
for a
that's a good
while.
point.
Carson Wentz was
He
our quarterback
was
for a
older.
while.
No,
Matt Ryan
no,
was our
Wentz.
quarterback for a while.
What?
I mean, that's not real life. I understand what you're
Jacoby
saying.
Brissett had a moment. Got a
Matt Ryan's
contract
still your
extension.
quarterback, though.
Jacoby's a dog. We'll figure that out when a new coach comes in.